What is going on, everybody? I hope you're having a fantastic day today. In today's video, we're gonna find out how much my car is really worth. All right, now what is it exactly that I am talking about? Well, we are headed, and by we I mean me and you, we are headed to the local Carmax to find out what exact value they are going to appraise my car for. I'm really excited because I've never done this before, and I'm really curious because I want to know how much lower they're going to quote my car than what it's probably actually worth if I was to sell it just myself, listing it on a classifieds website. Now, to give you some backstory, I purchased this car back in 2018. It's about 2 years and like 3 months ago or so. That's when I bought this car. I bought it used. If you haven't seen the previous video, I will put it up on the screen now or put a link in the description below so you guys can check it out and see exactly all the features, how much I paid for it, and approximately the time of when I bought it. But I bought this car around 2 years ago, and I bought it for $35,000 before tax. And that was actually a really good steal because the original MSRP of this car, which I have the window sticker, it was just shy of $52,000. It was like $51,800 or something like that. So getting this car for $35,000 is actually a really good deal considering the original MSRP was pretty high. Now, when I purchased the car, it had 15,000 miles, whereas right now, as you can see, it is 29,356. So in my 2 years of ownership, I have put about 15,000 miles on it, so about double of what it was when I originally purchased the car. So I've actually driven this car pretty often considering this is no longer my daily driver. I have my Toyota for that. I'm really interested to see what number they're gonna come up with. My thoughts, and this is just an estimate, I'm gonna say they're gonna come in around $25,000, which is absolutely crazy because this car is definitely worth more than that in today's day and age, even though I've put 15,000 miles on it. I just think that this car probably realistically is worth anywhere from $28,000 to $30,000 on the used car market. Just from my high level research, I really don't see it going for less than that unless I really needed to sell it very quickly. But I'm curious to see, you know, them being a business and a car company, they definitely have to sell and make some money later. So they're gonna give me a lower offer. Also, keep in mind, from my experience, color makes a pretty big difference when it comes to the car value, at least when you looked at the used car market. When you start looking at the Destroyer Gray color, which is my color, or like the Plum Crazy, or like the Go Mango, or anything that's not like black or white, the color of the vehicle tends to add about $2,000 to $3,000 on top of the MSRP. So if you're looking for a specific color, you might look to pay a premium. And I know this is common amongst a lot of vehicles, but I've really noticed this specifically for the Challenger. Those specific colors like the Plum Crazy Purple or the Destroyer Gray, you're looking to pay a lot more. And I'm curious to see if Carmax is gonna quote me higher because of those colors, or if they're just gonna keep it the same as if it's any other Scat Pack. Now, keep in mind, this car is not for sale. I have been extremely satisfied with this car, and there's no reason for me to sell it right now. I have loved this car ever since I purchased it 2 years ago, and I'm still just as happy when I drive it as when I did on day one. But money is money. I mean, if I get a really good offer, I will definitely consider it. I mean, it has to be a really good offer. It has to be at least how much I paid for it, maybe even then some, which is not gonna happen. I mean, I know that. I'm a realist. I understand that they're not gonna quote me $35,000, but if they do, maybe I will consider selling this car to them and looking for a different vehicle. I mean, being a car YouTuber, you really have to have a good inventory of new vehicles to keep things interesting on the channel. I have filmed already a lot of YouTube videos for the Dodge Challenger, and it's sometimes difficult to come up with new material for you guys because a lot of it has already been covered in previous videos. So a new vehicle to the channel could be quite new and refreshing and would provide that necessary content to keep the channel interesting for all of you viewers. But again, it's not for sale, but let's see what they say. I just arrived at Carmax. They're right there, as you can see. If you can see the blue and yellow and white. and we're gonna see what they say. So let's see what number they can come up with. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's a sad day. This is the last day that you're gonna see this Challenger on the channel. All right, I'm totally joking with you guys, but I do have the appraisal offer from Carmax. But before I reveal this cool little tidbit of information, which is the whole reason why you're watching this video, I have some important information, so you're gonna wanna listen. To me, and maybe all of you guys already knew this, but to me, Carmax essentially would accept any vehicle on the market, right? They would always give you an offer. That was my understanding as to what Carmax did as a business. That was their business model. They'll buy your car regardless of anything. They're going to give you an offer. Well, the person I was talking to gave me some really cool information and useful maybe to some of you guys out there. And this could be completely wrong. Maybe he has no idea what he's talking about. But according to him, Carmax only accepts a certain criteria of vehicles. They may buy your car. They will buy it. But that doesn't mean that they're going to actually resell it through Carmax. They may sell your car at auction to some other dealership. And the reason that is important is because that will affect the value that they give you for your car. So for example, the individual explained to me that they do not sell Hellcats at Carmax. They also don't sell certain high mileage Jaguar, Land Rover, or certain German cars. And the main reason for that is because, as you're aware, Carmax offers a warranty that you can purchase with any vehicle that you buy through them. And that warranty covers, I think, about 5 years of all warranty work. So if anything breaks, if your gasket is leaking, if your transmission goes out, Carmax will pay or replace and fix everything that's wrong with the car. I'm sure there's some fine print to it, but you can always look into that if you're interested in purchasing this warranty. But the reason they don't sell some of these vehicles is because they just don't see the financial economic gain from warranting some vehicles that maybe shouldn't or can't be warranted for 5 years. For example, a Land Rover or a Jaguar over 60,000 miles probably has more problems with it than the cost of the warranty that they're going to offer you for 5 years. So for that reason, Carmax may undervalue your car because they know they're going to sell it at auction, and they probably won't get as much as them selling it at retail through their Carmax dealerships. They're going to have to sell it at wholesale to somebody else. Now, when I parked this car and they were showing it off, he immediately said that because of my hood pins, they are going to give me a lower value automatically. And that's because they pretty much want something bone stock. They don't want any aftermarket components. There's only a few things that they're okay with. One of them is exhaust, because that's behind the engine. But anything like a cold air intake or hood pins, in my case, where I drill through the hood of the car, they don't like seeing that. Aftermarket rims and exhaust is pretty much the only thing they're gonna accept if they're looking to resell it at their dealership, which is obviously gonna have a higher premium than a vehicle that's sold through the wholesale at an auction. Now, he relayed all this information to me pretty much to scare me, thinking that my value is going to come at like $15,000. But nope, I have it right here. The value that he quoted for my car is $30,000. Yep, so as you can see right there, the appraisal offer is $30,000, valid until the close of business next week. Honestly, I am pretty shocked because I thought this car would go for like $30,000 in the private market, so like a private buyer. But the fact that a dealership is quoting me $30,000, and after the fact that he told me the car would probably have a lower resale value to Carmax since they have to sell it at auction due to all my aftermarket components, that's truly an amazing offer. I mean, knowing this information and the fact that they cut my value down, I may be able to get like $35,000 at some other dealership, or maybe some private buyer that I find in the classifieds, which is exactly the same price that I paid for this car. Now, I'm not saying I could sell for $35,000, but knowing that I can go in right now and sell this car for $30,000 and lose only $5,000 of value over the course of 2 years and 15,000 miles is absolutely outstanding. I am not selling my car to Carmax for sure, but maybe I'll sell it to somebody else. I don't know. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Hopefully it provided some new information that I definitely did not know about Carmax. So be wary that some aftermarket components you put on your car could actually decrease the value of your vehicle when it comes to Carmax's appraisal. And maybe it's best to take it somewhere else or just sell it privately. But thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I am eternally grateful for all of you that continue to like, comment, share, and subscribe day after day and video after video. I hope I can continue providing great content for you guys. I have a pretty fun and exciting theatrical video coming at you next time. If everything goes according to plan, that will be the next video I film. But until next time, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and find me on Instagram at Schwazy_. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you all next time. Take care.